Hello! It's Wednesday, and I'm here because I have a box. I have a special box. And we need to go and look what's in this box. I I just had the biggest laugh when I saw this box. It comes all the way from Florida, from Missy's cottage. My address is on this box. Twice on each side. There's packing details, there's custom forms, there's just I was like four times they needed to put my address on this box 4 times. Um I guess they just wanted to make sure that it actually reached Sweden because that it's just ridiculous. I've never had a package with my address 4 times on it. But it's yeah, it's fun. Uh, at least there's no doubt on where this was heading. And Miss C is in the house. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I did open this little the little tapey ish here because it was hard to find it underneath the packing slips, but I have not peeked in. But I want to say hi to you guys first. I know that there's a bunch of you that was waiting for a little bit. Tracy's in the house. Katrina's in the house. How's the kitty cat? Sleeping on your foot, and your floors are looking good. I'm happy that you're taking the not so fun part of having your house flooded into something awesome. You have a great way of thinking about that one. Tanky, how are you doing? Nice to see you. ABD is here. I'm guessing you're working. Yeah, most likely you are working. But nice to see you either way. And yes, Missy, I've been waiting for this one, and I know you've been waiting for it too. You've asked me again and again if it has arrived yet. It did take some time. It did come to me today. I did get 2 letters from customs. One with like, hey, you have to pay this custom fee. And then apparently they sent a reminder, but both of them had the same date on it. So I guess they sent both the same day, which is ridiculous because neither of them, yeah, why send a reminder the same day they printed the first one? Doesn't make sense. God kväll, Madde. Noe is in the house, and Rita, Norway is in the house. Awesome. Yeah, okay, we're shh, APD is working. uh I am so curious. I have seen the bunny. Missy has showed it a couple of times without a tail, though. I do not know what tail we have, but we are guessing that it might be a tail from Tank. I'm guessing. Maybe, possibly. It might be a tail from Tank. We got... Okay. It's stuck on this side, too. Probably should have checked to see if I needed to open anything more than what I did. And clearly, yeah. More tape. Okay. I'm guessing this might be a little story. It looks like a story. And pink wrapping. Let's get rid of the box because the box doesn't need to be here, but we have pink wrap. I'm kind of liking the crinkles. I'm sorry if you don't, but I like the crinkles. Oh, but this is so cute. This is so cute. I know that it was kind of a fun thing that I had requested, or not requested, but like I was just giving suggestions to colors, and she found a yarn just above her head. She didn't even have to stand up. She just reached out and got the yarn with all the colors that I mentioned, which is just really fun. Look at this. Look at all the colors. And we got a little bunny stitch marker. Oh, so cute. So this is the first time I get to feel some. I think it was it a red heart yarn? And I have not had my hand on this yarn before. Is this not the most cute thing ever? I like the pooling. I've seen that in some of my yarns recently because I've been loving to play with these really colorful yarns. So, would this be a tail from Tank? Tank, do you recognize it? It's a little blue one. Looks really good with the blue in this one. Is it? I love this yarn from Hobby Lobby. That's what it is. I love this yarn. It's a bit bigger than it looked in the from what I've seen when you've been holding it. It is a bit bigger. For comparison, we can get my little teeny itty bitty bunny size comparison. My bunnies turn out a lot smaller with my thin cotton yarns. It's a tank from tail. A tank tail from tank. It came out of the big box of tails from tank. Yeah, it's definitely a size difference. But the colors. We got lime and we got some really pretty shades of purples and blues and greens. It's just so cute. Yeah, I'm gonna sit here and just admire this. I have brown eyes. I didn't see that at first. There, yeah, we got brown eyes. There's a little bit of a. Can we get a little bit of a close up? Can we see that? We have a brown eye. They were so dark, I didn't see that they were brown at first. It just looked kind of black. Oh, my tongue is tangled. For sure it is. Yeah, I'm gonna sit here and cuddle my bunny. But we have a letter. We need to open the letter. We need to see if I can read this. Because I don't know. I don't know. Can we? No, you can't sit. Well, of course, of course. Hey, here, the best place to hang out next to the snail. You get to see it properly up there. It's a snuggle bunny, and now you know that some bunny loves you. Yes. Meadow. Meadow is her name. Meadow is a sun bunny made with love so that you will always know that some bunny loves you. She is a very special bunny. She has bright eyes that emit love and never miss a nuance. She has huge ears that are always listening for any sounds of disappointment, fear, or sadness. She has a great head on her shoulders and a squishy body that is so huggable that it's hard to resist. But her most interesting feature is missing. She has no mouth. You will never get snide remarks, harsh words, or any back talk from her because she's incapable. This also means that with her big ears, you can tell her anything and she will never share. You can tell her that you have had a bad day, you didn't get the accolades that you had counted on. You can share that your children are unruly and you fear they may get into trouble at school. You can blurt out that you think your best friend has her eyes on your husband. She will never breathe a word. You can yell at her, laugh or cry with her, even throw her on the floor in anger, and she will continue to love you. She will love you unconditionally. She will be your best friend because she understands. Will never will never betray you and will never judge you. Meadow is yours, so you will always know somebody loves you. I knew that this letter was going to be something special because I know Missy puts in really a lot of time and effort and love into making the bunnies, but also the stories. So thank you very, very, very much for this. Yeah, I love her. She's so cute. She is really, really cute. Yeah, they're all great bunnies. It's a very sweet bunny. And definitely soft. Soft and squishy. We need to move the little stitch marker though, because it's covering her eye a little bit. Let's put it in the ear, I think. Or is it going to be in the way? I don't know. No, we'll put it in the ear further down. There we go. I think that works. Yeah, it took some time to get here, but that was expected. We did expect shipping would take some time because that's just what it does. I'm trying to like do I have any yarns that's similar to this in feel? And I think maybe possibly that my Horizon yarn from Hobie is similar in just the feel of the yarn. I haven't done anything like bunny-esque or animal with Horizon though. I don't know if I have any. Do I have any Horizon anywhere close? It's probably all packed away. But I think that's the closest I like with the feel of the yarn. It's softer than I expected. Some acrylic yarns just has a squeaky feel to it. This does not have that squeaky feel. It's it's got a cute little pouchy belly. It's just, yep, very cuddly. But yeah, I'm the colors. The colors doesn't even show as bright as they are actually. Yeah, the lime green and some purple, lavender, light blue, minty. There's just so many colors. But yeah, they blend in a little bit too good. So they don't show up as good on camera. I think you can see a little bit. But yeah, the colors don't show as good as they actually look here. Hmm. The bunny you gave your sister has a rabbit fur pom as a tail. It came off a hat that your grandmother had. Oh, that's cute. Reusing old items. Moth has gotten the hat, but the pom was savable. Hobby Lobby, I love this yarn is soft. Well, for sure it is. I didn't have any expectations. I just know that there's yarns and there's cheap yarns with when it comes to the acrylics. And some of them are like more of a squeaky feel to it and some pill like crazy. I don't know if this would pill. I don't feel like it would pill too much. Then again, this is not a wearable, but it's definitely going to be hogged and squeezed. So if it starts pilling, I wouldn't be too surprised because it needs hugs. Oh, and Mini Me's gonna steal it from me tomorrow. She is for sure gonna steal it from me tomorrow. That's not that's not even up for debate. I know she's gonna steal it because she steals everything, especially new little cute bunnies that I make. Can we squeeze this one up there? No, it gets to go back over there again. So how is everyone? I figured I'd just pop in for a little bit because I'm tired. I am tired. I really wanted to open this like today. Remember to steal it back. Yes. Not too bad about the pilling in your experience. Well, that's the feel I'm getting from it, that I'm not expecting too much pilling of that yarn. So wearables is definitely something to be made in that. Relax. I need was it let's just scroll back up in the chat a little bit here. I saw something. Yes. Tank said, "I love your sun top." It's actually a dress. It's a full dress, which is awesome because yeah, just throw something on going out in the sun. Um, You're getting something fancy cooked today? You're good. I look warm. I'm not really warm. Well, I've been in the sun all day. I just ended up in my best friend's garden for I don't know, 3 hours or more. It was kind of a long time since I was able to hang out there, so I really enjoyed that. But for sure, I am probably a little bit of a deeper shade of pink. No. Well, I'm working on the tan. I've been so lazy the last few years not going out when it's been good weather. And now I'm finally like, yes, let's go out when the sun is actually here and not when it's rainy days. Maybe a bit too much. I don't know. Let's hope not. Let's hope not. I have been working on things in the sun though. I've been working a little bit on this one that we totally forgot existed for a bit. Mini Me's sun top thingy that she now requested me to turn into a dress. So it will get long. And yeah, it's we're making it into a dress because that's what she wants. So that's what she gets. I don't know if I have enough. Well, I don't have enough of this color. So I will have to figure something out with the colors of this one. But I did get quite a few shades of pinks and purples in the mystery cotton bag recently. So that is probably a good place to look for additional colors to add on to this, I think. I think that's what I'm going to do. But it's going to take some time to get this into a dress, for sure. What was I working on the other day also? I was working on that one. I have been getting some stitches into this the other panel. And I did figure out what was wrong with my counting the other day. So me counting, I skipped a row. That explains everything. Skipping a row is just not helping when you're trying to figure out, like, how to work the pattern. I Now when I have opened and approved Meadow, Missy is gonna take a nap. It's been a long day. Well, I love you too, Missy. Take a great nap. You have so deserved it. 3 hours in direct sunlight and you'd be fried crisp even with sunblock. You probably have better weather though. Or better weather. Like, it's not that warm here. It's probably still like decent temperature, but it should have cooled down quite some now. Yeah. Okay. So it has dropped like 10 degrees since earlier today. It's been cloudy off and on, but super cloudy now. Yeah, I haven't really seen any clouds today. It has not been very cloudy at all. It was cloudy the over the weekend, I think. Still good enough to hang out in the garden and stuff, but yeah. And skipping a row equals wrong count. Exactly, but I figured it out. I did figure it out. So it's all good. You haven't crocheted or knitted in weeks, too much to do in the house. Well, that is kind of expected. You have quite the disaster to clean up from. I hope you get at least a little bit of rest from time to time, and maybe, a little bit of crochet or knit in at some point for a like well-deserved break. Rita, you have about the same temperature as it was like earlier today, but you have partly cloudy. Yeah, that's about what the weather was like. A little bit warmer, like maybe I think 23, 24. What was the car said earlier? Yeah, okay, Katrine, hanging out in the sun with your temperature, I totally get that you'd be crispy bacon in less than no time, because that's way above the temperatures we get here. You had 9 more degrees earlier. Yeah, why did it why did it drop so much here now? Hmm. Let's hope we have better temperature tomorrow again, because I'm enjoying it. Ugh, you're detangling the kitty dots. Hello, Elaine. How are you doing today? Good to see you. Oh, let's get some stitches in here. Because why not? Okay, so it's the same temperature over there. Yeah, I can't wait, Rita, until you move back here. Oh, and Rita knows this already, but the yarn that Rita and I ordered together from the Stenley yarn, it is estimated to be here on the 28th. So 28th we will have a extra special yarn haul opening pop up something something, if they're able to keep the delivery schedule as estimated. I am pretty good today, Elaine. I just opened a package of this one, my little new friend, all the way from Florida. It took a while to get here, but now it's here. And her name is Meadow. Only 94. And what did 94? A peak of 94. That's you have 89 now. I'm guessing though that the warm weather might be good for like drying up the things that got flooded, and yeah, it should be drying fairly fast with that type of temperature, or molding faster than crazy. Something. Stanley cakes are pretty. I only have one in my possession, and I haven't touched it because I don't know what to do with it. It's so pretty. And thanks to Rita, I will have more. I will have more. And Rita is awesome. So yeah, 2 months, 2 weeks, 2 days, 15 hours until you start moving the truck. You're counting down on the hours now. I don't even know how long it is before I can go and get my key to my new apartment. But it's what, a month less than you? So is it 1 month, 2 weeks 2 days and 15 hours. I don't know. I don't know. But it's close to that. And I have actually focused more on that today, on the moving part, because there's things that I need to do before moving, like insurance and internet and all the other fun stuff you need, electricity. So I've been doing that today. Everything's been so focused on like getting this place to look decent, but I need to start focusing on other things like packing more, um, because that needs to be done also. And now I have more time to focus on that. So that's going to be fun the next few weeks. I should have opened the door and get some fresh air in here. Mm. I'm feeling that it's yeah, the temperatures here, yeah, it's way cooler outside. Well, utilities, that wasn't the biggest problem here, I guess. I was trying to like do change my address, and apparently the website that I need to do that on had technical difficulties. So they don't want me to change my address. I have to do that another day when they don't have technical difficulties. That prevents from that. And then figuring out like internet supplier. Oh, that's the big part. Too many options. Like the place here, it's so much easier because you can only have one company here for internet and TV. So it's just like, okay, let's call them and set everything up. But where I'm moving to, it's like an open network. So I can pretty much pick and choose whatever supplier. And that makes it a little bit more difficult. So, more things to compare, figure out. But home insurance is fixed. Yeah. You've been airing out the house every morning before things get too hot. I have windows open all through the night to get this place cooled down because when the sun comes, we have um these windows, like it's been closed here all, well, since the temperatures started to get higher, because this room actually kind of feels like it turns into a greenhouse with the big windows, because the sun is just like really going crazy on this side. It's a little bit too warm, if we don't do anything, but definitely opening all the doors and windows, letting all the mosquitoes in, is what I'm going to do in a little bit. For sure, I'm going to turn all the lights off before that happens, because yeah, that's one of the reasons it's not open now, because I wanted you guys to see Meadow. We needed to have lights, and I don't want mosquitoes in here. Well, minimized the amount of mosquitoes in here. You had to use your stern voice. Is mom up and running? She needs to sit down on that hip of hers. Speaking of mosquitoes, I just saw one fly across the floor here in my, yeah. Running your dehydrator has been a huge help. You need window screens. Well, these windows, they don't open, and it's just pretty. The sun is really baking on this side. There's no trees or any shade. It's just a field outside, so there's nothing um shading the house on this side. It's just an open field. Well, there's a hedge, and then there's an open field. She's walking around without the walker. We have so many bees and wasps this year. It's going to be one of those years this year. Bees, wasps, probably mosquitoes as well, but maybe not as much. But this is yeah, not looking forward to that. You do see the difference without the chickens around? Chickens? You had chickens eating mosquitoes, and now you don't have chickens? You haven't said anything about chickens before. Now I'm curious. What does this talk about chickens? So what are you guys doing today? How has your week been so far? Do you have any fun plans for the rest of the week? Your neighbor had chickens. Oh, okay. And now they don't. After the floods, your mosquitoes are lifting weights. These things are plentiful without. Oh, yeah. We had, um, in some of the windows, we had like a net thingy, but it was all removed because it didn't look good for photos. So everything has been taken down. The piney woods of Texas. Is it a lot of pine trees? Hmm. Why am I not thinking that pine trees in Texas? Mm, yeah, that doesn't sound like they go good together. Piney woods, pine trees, pine trees and mountains. Yes, pine trees in Texas. Then again, I always imagined Texas being like deserty, and I was really wrong on that one. Hello, Spoon. Spoon must rewind. How are you doing? How is things in the future? You had Hobie Mail. Have you opened it yet? I haven't looked if you did anything with that yet. Spoon has Hobie Mail. Or is that alive for like later? Either way, I need to go and look. The area is full of pine trees. We have a lot of pine trees here. Pine trees and well, there's a lot of different trees in Sweden. You're going to open it once the kids are off to school. Awesome. So I haven't missed it. The desert of Texas is in the west, and you're in the southeast. So there's still deserts in Texas. I'm not wrong. I'm just wrong on the fact that there's more than just desert in Texas. ABD's hanging out in the scrap basket. We haven't looked at the scrap basket today, so let's do that. Thanks everyone for hanging out in the scrap basket and just spending time with me, even if you're not the chattiest chatters. And we do have a new top chatter. I don't know if you've seen what Nightbot has said about that, but we have a new chattiest chatter. Mm-mm. You got mail on the base to go get also? Awesome. And Tank is gonna go and hang out at VJ's. Yes, you do that. I am sorry for stealing a little bit of VJ's time slot here because yeah, I usually try to avoid that, but I also didn't have all the energy to yeah. I'm just squeezing out the last of my energy tonight. I will go to bed very soon. I am definitely very tired. But hanging out with you guys is so much fun. Someone stole your crown. Rita, yes, someone did steal your crown. I'm sorry for that, but it happened. You've slept 2 hours after visits? Yeah, I haven't taken a nap. I have been I've been looking at someone else's kids running around and turning everything upside down, which was nice to not have to run around after my own kid for a few hours. And just watching someone else run around after kids. That was all over. So that was fun. And shopping and driving and sun. A lot of sun. Thrifty Crocheter, good afternoon. You're on a lunch break. Well, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I think what's the age of the kids? 3 and almost 2, I want to say. Yeah, a 3-year-old and an almost 2-year-old. And you guys have seen the bunnies. I did make 2 bunnies, and you have seen them. They are now delivered. Do I have any pictures of the bunnies that we're talking about? I can probably find a picture of them. But I did deliver these bunnies today. So, nothing there. Let's. They did like them. But since they have safety eyes, they will be hanging out on a shelf and not be played with for now, for safety. They just get to hang out and be cute. I think we can maybe perhaps can we see that? Those bunnies have now moved. Okay, let's shift focus. They are now where they're supposed to be. And you have seen them, most likely, because I have talked about them a couple of times the last few weeks. They are now with their new owners or new best friends. Mm-mm-mm. You had 2 kids there with mom. Mom went to work and the kids stayed, and they helped you with some work on the balcony. Nice. And then some shopping and ice cream. Then I totally get that you needed a break and a good nap. Unboxing books and yarns after fixing new shelf units tomorrow. Sounds like you're getting some great work done, Katrine. You need to make some sun bunnies or other animals for Christmas for the kids that was there today. You have gotten all furnitures in the living room out the door. Nice. Nice. Less things to move later. You need to start Christmas gift critters also. Yeah, I haven't even I have not thought about Christmas yet. Seriously. No, it's way too early in my head to start thinking about Christmas. I might start thinking about Christmas sometime after Halloween. That's when I'm like, maybe I should like consider making some quick mix for Christmas. That's how good my planning is. Not at all. That is what I'm saying. My planning is not at all. Maybe I should. think about planning sooner than that. I just don't. Hello, Joe. How are you doing? Nice to see you. You don't have to move them yourself. That's even better. You usually start working on Christmas in April. Good for you. Good for you. I would love if I could do that. I'm like literally, well, I did crochet a bikini top the other week. I'm crocheting things that I probably needed like 3 weeks ago. That's how like yeah, I'm thinking, should I start a new sundress? It's probably not going to be finished before midsummer, but maybe. I don't have a sundress in mind at all, but I was like, maybe I need a new one. So I have been thinking about that, and I've been looking at yarn to do that. I don't even know how many whips I have right now. And starting another one, well, most likely. You're gonna make a list of for yourself to make after moving of all the things that you want to do for Christmas. Half of yours are knitted and they take longer to do. Makes sense. I am slightly more tired than I expected today, Joe. But Happy Mail needed to be opened. And yeah, it's Wednesday. It's not that many days since I was hanging out with all of you guys, but I missed you guys. So I'm probably gonna spend a little longer than I planned to in the first place. But you travel for Christmas like a family vacation together. That's cute. You think next Christmas you're going to Okinawa? How far away is that from where you're at? Like, how long would it take to travel there? I'm guessing the trains would be fairly fast. Maybe, perhaps. You need to work on the bloody cardigans. Well, Joe, you can always rewind. You can always rewind. Spoon lives in Japan. She lives close to the American. Is that a naval base? It's a military base in Tokyo, or like close to Tokyo. Okinawa is an island, so no trains. But how would you get there though? Like closer to it with train and then boat or something? Or would you fly? Yeah, Meadow is hanging out over here. My sun bunny from Missy's cottage. But if you want to hear the full story, I suggest to do a rewind or watch the replay later. Because she has a really cute story. Tracy, how are you feeling today? Are you feeling better? You can take a train to the south tip of Japan and then a ferry, but you're going to fly on a domestic flight out of Tokyo. Okay, so it's still like far away. I was thinking like maybe isn't that far away and train would be enough. Because in some places like airplanes just doesn't go the shorter distances. So trains and ferry would be like the only option. But if it's long enough, of course airplanes should be an option, right? Um it looks like the yarn is coming out of the animated scrap basket. Oh, is it just hanging out about the same area so it looks like I'm pulling out of the scrap basket? Um that sounds fun. Still tired but getting there. Awesome that you're feeling better, Tracy. It's a 2-hour and 45-minute flight. That's longer than I thought. I don't know how long Japan is on the big scale of things, like compared to Sweden. I don't know. I know Sweden in length and size is pretty much the same size as California. Maybe I should get a side by side of Sweden and Japan. I don't think I've ever seen that, like a side by side of Sweden and Japan. Japan definitely has more people. That is not even up for discussion. I think like just Tokyo has millions of more people than like the whole of Sweden. You love this man? He's cooking dinner and just brought you fresh lemonade. You're getting a little bit of pampering thingy going on tonight. You've been working hard and he's just showing appreciation. But also you get to snuggle Kitty and hang out. I'm I'm still, when I think about some of the conversations that we've had and his reactions, uh us talking about silly things and him being like, "What are you looking at?" Mm, I totally get that I can be very confusing sometimes. At least when you don't hear all of the things, like the context of things. But maybe he's more used to you hanging out here, and maybe not all the craziness sounds as crazy now, I guess, compared to before. I need more to drink. Spoiling is definitely needed from time to time. I get to spoil myself once in a while. Not as often as I should, but it is what it is. You have twisted humor, and he should expect it by now. He should. He should. That's why you like to hang out here because we're all twisted in one way or another. A little teeny tiny bit of twisted humor is definitely needed. Life is too short to be boring, right? And a couple of good laughs a week is always a good thing. To take the bullet train to the south tip of Japan is 8 hours, 16 hours by car, and then 24-hour long ferry. That is a long time. But that would be from Tokyo, right? 16 hours by car from, well, I want to say Tokyo is maybe not in the middle of the country, but it's kind of middle of the island that it's on, I think. Then there's a couple of smaller islands south of and north of. Well, there's a bunch of islands, but someone could untwist you. You need to grow some inches. Thank you. Good one, Rita. Good one. Oh, flying is a good thing then. Don't lose vacation time on traveling. I would not mind spending 8 hours on a train if I had yarn and a crochet hook. That would be a very enjoyable time. Not, I wouldn't complain at all. Probably wouldn't complain about 8 hours in a car as long as I don't drive so I can sit and crochet at the same time. That would also be awesome. I don't even remember when I last did a road trip. I haven't done any road trips since like before the pandemic. I've barely left the house for, yeah, no, like, I think the longest travel I have done in quite some time was last fall when I made the start of my derailed shawl, where there was the car to the train, train to the metro, metro to whatever, and then I did do a little bit of, yeah, that time. That's probably the last time I was like out and about. And that was what, September? And it wasn't really that far away, but that's the most recent longer travel, other than to like the next, the like neighboring cities, like the bus over to my mom's and my grandma's. That's just like next city over, Rita City. But I haven't been like far away in a long time. And the trip I did that time, if I'd been in a car, that would have been like probably an hour and a half, maybe. So not really that far away. It's just tricky to get there with public transport. So a lot of switching of public transports to get around. Oh, I did have bus also that day. Car to the bus to the train to the metro. That's what I did. It was fun though. And we started a shawl. So it only takes 6 hours to drive east and west across Japan, but 4 days of driving north to south, not including islands. That is a good road trip. Road trip on the bus to and from Sweden, and you knit socks when you do that. Rita, um, remind me later to send you a video of this crazy Swedish dude that does a lot of weird traveling, and he went from Norway, I think he went from Oslo to Stockholm, only using local buses. So no, like, yeah, it was just local buses. And was it last night I watched that one? I think it was last night. It's kind of amazing how far you can get only using local buses. So yeah, that was an interesting one to see. Um, you totally do an 8 hour train ride. When you're younger, you used to take the train back and forth East Coast to West Coast, US and Canada. 4 day train rides. That sounds awesome. I've seen a lot of trips like that. 24-hour ferries. Yeah, we have like 24-hour ferries here too. They're more like party boats though. It's more of tax-free shop and go into the bar, but all on a ship, not a ferry, more of a cruise ship. Hello Trey. How are you doing? You watched Jessica's birthday live stream replay and now you found me. I'm happy to have you here. You've regretted not trying to watch my channel? Well, I'm happy that you found me. And I'm happy that you're here now. Trains wouldn't be bad, but passenger trains are rare and no metro where you're at. So you have to drive. It's crazy. He did only using local buses from Stockholm to, was it Malmo or Gothenburg? I don't know which one. I think Gothenburg. By public like just local buses, not the um long distance one. But you can definitely do that. Well, it was nice to have you pop in here, Trey. You may come back and watch the replays. That's just awesome. If you have time to do that and you enjoy hanging out here, then feel free to do so. Without small kids, it can be a really good trip. Yeah, small kids on buses is not always the most nice and quiet time. I do enjoy taking the bus over to Rita City. It's well, yeah, it's about an hour ish, 55 minutes. If I don't take like the express bus, that's just 45 minutes. It doesn't stop on as many stops. But just like hanging out on the bus, it can be quite nice actually. I don't have Do I have any trips planned? I don't think so. Maybe I should plan some trips. I have planned trips to go there to pick up some furniture, but that doesn't include a bus trip. That includes poking my dad, most likely, to help me go and pick the things up because, yeah, that's the easiest way to get it. Couch, coffee table, balcony furniture, and some bookshelves, I think it was. And that would be 3 different stops in the same city because it's something from my mom, something from my grandma, and something from my brother. Fun. I don't like driving around in that city. It's full of bikes. Um, you're gonna go and wake up the kids? A project before she goes to school? Something that couldn't be done before bedtime? Sometimes that's just how it is. Kitty is awake. You better tuck the yarn away. Yeah, kitties and making yarny tangles is not the best combination, especially if you're trying to untangle said mess already. You don't want to undo your handiwork. Yep. Okay. We've been here for an hour. Sounds like this is a good place to wrap it up. Spoon is gonna go and do busy stuff, and I don't know if Katrine has the opportunity to sit and relax more now when Kitty is awake to play with the yarn. You have to brush and braid her hair. Yeah, that's definitely something that isn't done before bed. It's definitely before school. The first thing she did was to climb up in your lap. Aw, Kitty Snuggles is really nice. It's been a long time since I had a kitty to snuggle. But also, my kids has allergies, or big kid has allergies to furry animals. I don't have issues with cats and dogs, but I seem to have issues with, well, animal fiber yarns. So, on dinner ready soon too also. Yeah, Rita's also allergic to kitty cats. It's a common thing to be allergic to. But you guys, we got to hang out with Meadow. We got to have Missy popping in here for a bit. And if I didn't mention it, Michi was the one that had the giveaway where I won Meadow. And Missy created her specially for me with the colors I picked, or I suggested colors. And she had the yarn to perfectly match it. I am gonna run to bed, I think. Because I need no, I might stop in the shower on the way. But for now, this is where we're ending it. I love to have you all here and see you back here Sunday, hopefully, maybe, possibly. And there might be more Happy Mail between now and then. I don't know yet. There's still 2 days left for possible Happy Mail to arrive. and there is stuff I'm waiting for. So I might pop in, or I might just save it for Sunday. We'll see. We'll see. But you guys, I love you. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you back here soon. Yes. Bye. Mwah.